What's going on? Let's talk about this Iceman and give it an overhaul before I give it away to one lucky subscriber. More about that later in the video.
Let's get down to business.
Okay. All right, let's start with what this guitar is. It is a kit guitar from Solo Music that I assembled, stained, and bought a bunch of new themed parts. All of this copper, tarnished copper stuff that I have going on here was all from Amazon. So I chucked all of the stuff that came with the guitar, except for the electronics in the control cavity, and put on this copper stuff. I finished the body and stained it this reddish orange, and I call it Rusty. You can probably tell why. It's got this sort of rusty vibe to it. It was about $300, and the quality wasn't great. I've purchased another one from Amazon that was about $100, and the quality was a little bit better, but for a $100 kit, you're much less mad about some things being wrong, like holes being drilled in the wrong place and some craftsmanship flaws. So I complained to them, and they gave me a discount. So this was only around $150 plus shipping, which still isn't great. It's not great to receive a flawed product. So I don't know if I would go to Solo Music again in the future. I'd probably go dirt cheap on Amazon for a few kits. If you're looking into building guitars, I think Leo James has some good stuff, and then there's like Beck's gears and some other stuff that's just very cheap if you just want to get into the idea of building a guitar and learn how to do all of that before possibly investing in more tools to build a guitar from scratch. Anyway, what am I going to be doing to this before I send it away to one of my subscribers? Possibly you if you're subscribed.
First up, the action was a little high, so I wanted to check if I could get it down or if I would need a little more drastic measures, and luckily all I needed was just a truss rod adjustment.
Okay.
Then, with the strings off, I leveled the fretboard and got to work on the frets. The terrible frets from the factory at Solo were one of my biggest problems with the kit when I got it, but I'm much more acquainted with Fretwork now, so the fret job is no big deal.
The fretboard was already pretty banged up from the first time I tried Fretwork on this neck, so I'm not really doing a great job of protecting it because I'm going to go back and do some work on it here in a bit. But moving forward, we're going to use the Fretalizer to polish these guys up, and then we'll go probably Dremel tomorrow when it's a little earlier. Right now it's pretty late, so I don't want to make a bunch of noise.
I really like the Fretalizer system. I've tried a few different methods, and this one by far is the best I've tried, for sure. The next day I polished up the frets, and for some reason this footage is really cloudy, so sorry about that.
Next is to address these tuners. There was the holes from the original. I didn't want to cover up because I was kind of scared to drill holes and stuff when I was starting out assembling this kit. But I'm much more experienced now. So what I'm going to do is take these tuners off. We're going to orient them in the right direction, drill some fresh holes for these screws, and plug the old ones. So I'm going to get to that.
If you want to enter to win any of my guitar giveaways, all you have to do is be subscribed, and you'll be entered into the next 4 giveaways.
And in the spirit of this being sort of a grungy, rusty build, I'm going to fill these holes with some toothpicks.
This guitar was a big step in my journey as a luthier, and I'll be sad to see it go. So hopefully it goes to a good home, and hopefully it gets played often.
And we'll hit it with a little Crimson Guitars penetrating guitar finishing oil. Okay, let's pop open these electronics cavities and have a look at what I did years ago. This isn't what originally came in the kit. I put in some American-made 500K pots and an orange drop and did a 7, 8 out of 10 job wiring it up and shielding it. So I'm pretty sure it sounds great. Let's throw some strings on it.
I think this guitar plays and sounds great, and you'll have to excuse my awful jazz. I saw a lot of it over the weekend and just felt called to jam. It also sounds great distorted and would fit really well in some rock or some metal.
All right, that's it for this guitar. I've already hit 1,000 subscribers, so this one's gonna be getting shipped out very soon. But don't worry if you didn't win this one, I'll be giving away a guitar at every 1,000 subscribers up to 5,000. So if you wanna help me hit those milestones faster, you can like, comment, and share all that good stuff. But until next time, you guys have a beautiful day. Peace.